A progressive, innovative, a society of men, nurtured by the tenets of brotherly love, relief and truth, balanced by the beauty of unity and harmony, and guided by the highest ideals of liberty, fraternity, and equality. This is Shangri-La Masonic Lodge number 196. Constituted as a regular lodge by the late Most Worshipful William C. Council on July 1st, 1972, with its duly installed chartered officers, no less than Most Worshipful Ruben G. Feliciano, Senior Warden Desiderio F. Dalisay, and Junior Warden Claudio C. Guerrero. Over the past years, the Shangri-La Masonic Lodge number 196 had been showing selfless advocacies, outstanding noble deeds, doing various civic and community works, and having sincere desire to uplift their fellowmen, along with the strong leadership and unfading Masonic legacy of its great pillars. Beloved brethren, let us hear the 50th year golden anniversary messages from some of our great pillars who contributed immensely in shaping the history of the past and unfolding the untold stories of Shangri-La Masonic Lodge number 196.
Worshipful Master Ramel Tio and his staff, worshipful sirs, very worshipful sirs, brethren, a very pleasant 50th anniversary to everyone. It was the late Most Worshipful Desiderio Dalisay who, in the early part of 1970s, announced his strong desire to put up the first ever Masonic Lodge in Tagum, the capital town of the newly created province of Davao del Norte. During the formative days of Shangri-La Lodge, the late very worshipful Claudio Guerrero and I, being residents of Tagum, were approached by the late Dr. Ruben Feliciano and offered the opportunity to be a part of the officers that will open the proposed lodge. At first, I was hesitant since I felt that I was yet inexperienced as a newly raised neophyte and might not be able to fulfill the daunting task ahead of me. To make matters worse, I'd just quit my job. Then I was trying to look for another. It was once in a lifetime opportunity to contribute to the expansion of our craft and to serve others. Hence, I agreed to the offer. One of the best decisions I've made. The lodge was organized and the Most Worshipful Grand Lodge of the Philippines granted Shangri-La Lodge 196 its under dispensation status. By the early part of 1972, members of the Shangri-La Lodge 196 and some brethren from other lodges paraded around Tagum to introduce and announce the birth of the new lodge, and the rest is history. Allow me to express my greatest appreciation and my highest respect to all those who made this affair a reality and continue to make Shangri-La Lodge famous and outstanding. I would like also to take this opportunity to thank all of you for recognizing me as one of the last charter members standing, even though I'm currently sitting and monitoring me and honoring me with both the silver and golden apron, which was bestowed upon me by my son earlier during my 85th birthday celebration. I'm sad that I'm not able to accept it personally during our anniversary affair, but I know that I am humbled by these symbolic mementos and will truly treasure them as part of my Masonic life. Once again, congratulations and happy anniversary to all of us. Mabuhay!
I joined Shangri-La Lodge 196, Free and Accepted Masons. Reason is why do I have to join this? I joined Shangri-La because I found it when it was established in 1972 until I joined in 1982 to be unique. One that the people of the province and the country can rely on. I also would like to tell everybody that I am happy with Shangri-La Lodge. We have all the documents that was shown to you with all the readings and philosophy that we have, including the Constitution of Free and Accepted Masons. I joined Shangri-La as initiated person last March 21, 1981. I passed in December 12, 1981 and raised in January 2, 1982. From there on, I joined all activities of Shangri-La Lodge, and it was a pleasurable work that I have. So that Rob Erper became a worshipful master in 1989 from 1982. And when I was with it, the best Masonic temple in Mindanao, which was constructed by past most worshipful dignitaries, I was heard. And we met anywhere from the office of Baby Sayo Baguio's Municipal Hall to the Capitol. And in 1992, Dr. Rizal Aportadera was in the installation that we have. And then he talked to my father. And then blessings came in that he made me District Deputy Grand Master in 1993. Among the things that I have done in Shangri-La Lodge is to help the petitioners that we have. That's why I lectured the tried and proven with many Masons, and also read many materials like Masonic education that would have to be given to the members. We were also popularized in our Lodge of Remembrance. And we have here some of the departed Masons that we have, including the past Governor Gregorio Duhali. And we performed his third degree when he was buried with it. Among those that I would like to mention is Melchor Sadora Perdido, who was so active in many activities. And of course, the Soy Baguios that we have here in Tagum with Nick Soy Baguio and the past Vice Governor, Baby Soy Baguio. Among the things that we work on are giving the Masonic educations for all the petitioners and the Masons, and of course the Constitution. So with it, all active members of Shangri-La Lodge, I would pray that you will continue doing things, do your active work, do your active programs that we have been started, and now we are going to have the library at the Davao Penal Colony for the beautiful inmates that are there, and put some books and everything for it. And many more are coming. So, our golden worshipful master, Ramil Teo, we expect that our term, your term now, will be very successful, together with the Shriners President, Ramon Teo, who are going to work with us. So with it, I would say, mabuhay ang Shangri-La Lodge number 196.
Good day, brethren of Shangri-La Masonic Lodge number 196. Thank you very much for having this wonderful opportunity to address the brethren of Shangri-La Lodge number 196 on its 50th charter anniversary under the Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of the Philippines. And I've been a Mason for 40 years now. I was raised in 1982 December, and for me, being a Mason is one of the beautiful decisions that I have made in my life. Well, I knew about Demolay and Masonry when I was young, when I was in high school, because a lot of my friends were Demolays, but I did not understand what Demolay was really all about. And later I knew there were sons of Masons. And through the years, I learned about Masons in later part in the high school and in college, about the Masons who were cradle of the Filipino revolutions and the Filipino nations, the likes of Jose Rizal, Bonifacio, Marcelo del Pilar, and even great presidents of our country who were once products or were once members of the craft. Now, my first interaction with the Mason was when I met the late very worshipful Marcelino J. Claudio. He was a member of a lodge in Bukidnon, and we worked together in one pesticide company. And I was impressed by the kind of guy, so humble, with all humility. And he was with him always a book, small book, a pocket book, which we call the Monitor. When I tried to open, I couldn't understand because it's like Greek or Latin. You know, when I was in high school, some of us learned some sort of Latin, but with this Monitor, I could not apprehend those writings there. But later I found out that it was a monitor used by Masons. And I also learned from him that to become a Mason is not that easy, because there are a lot of, things that you are to work within that framework. Just like any organization, it has something of a rule and guide. And like Masonry, we have that very strict. Even when you apply in Masonry, it takes somehow a long time, because every Mason must give their positive vote. Well, I've learned a lot, and I'm practicing, of course, Masonry, but we got also flaws in our lives, because we are not that perfect in life. But somehow, we are guided by the strong belief of our reverence to the Supreme Architect of the Universe, and our usual practices that Masonry makes good men better. Salamat and mabuhay ang Shangri-La for its 50th charter anniversary. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Brother Rene Uy. I was raised to the sublime degree of Masonry in 1983 in Shangri-La Masonic Lodge number 196. As we celebrate the 50th founding anniversary of our beloved lodge, I would like to share with you a story that I consider my humble contribution to the lodge. This is in response to the request of our worshipful master Ramil Chu for me to share a personal experience with the lodge. In 1992, before I assumed the Oriental chair, the lodge was at its lowest ebb. Membership was dwindling, our coffers were depleted. We could not meet regularly as the original Masonic temple was gutted by fire in 1991. We had no funds to even pay our dues in the Grand Lodge, and there were other financial obligations that we could not settle. I remember then the late worshipful brother Melchor Perdido, our lodge secretary, telling me, Brother Rene, wala na tayong pera sa lodge natin. Di na tayo nakakabayad ng dues at marami pa tayong isisettle sa Grand Lodge. Kailangan mo nang mag-fundraising before your term. Being the incoming worshipful master, then, I felt that was the greatest challenge. While I know it is not going to be easy to raise money, I had this compelling reason to do so because I am about to assume as worshipful master of the lodge, and I could not even afford to see the Shangri-La Masonic Lodge number 196 fold up under my leadership. And so I decided to just do it. I had to involve my wife, some brethren, and my friends to help me organize a fundraising campaign in the form of a bingo socials. This being a weekend mega event in Iho Plantation, a banana plantation where I work as a company dentist and where me and my family also reside. I started writing the management of Iho then to help us organize and use their modern bingo cards and other equipment and the venue. My request was approved and subsequently the legworks began. My first step was to print a bingo card at Manajero's printing press. And after the card was printed, they told me that kailangan mong ipa-clear pa itong mga cards sa BIR. And so I went to see Brother Nixoy Baguio, who was then the BIR chief here in Davao del Norte. And I told him na kailangan pa ba itong itatakan, bro, o ano, sabi niya. Kasi ito ang fundraising namin sa Shangri-La. Tapos, sabi niya, kasi sabi ko na pag mahuli ka na hindi dinaan sa BIR, malaki daw ang penalty, sabi niya. Sige, ano mo na yan, ako nang bahala. Pag may problema, sagot ko na. Then sabi pa niya, palingkamot do. So I started selling the tickets to the employees of Iho Plantation, to the farms, and to the packing houses. I asked for the help of my friends, the banana supervisors, who helped me and arranged for a payment through salary deduction. Finally, we conducted the event on a Sunday of December 1992. And I can still remember that some brethren even won the major prizes. The first prize was won by very worshipful Rafael Erpe, and the third prize was won by the late worshipful brother Diosdado Llamas. It has been a successful event. And on January of 1993, I was installed as worshipful master of the lodge. It was also at this time that I started collecting the payments of tickets from the employees of IHO, which we did through salary deduction in a spread of 2 months. Eventually, the amount of 33,000 pesos as our net proceeds was realized. I gave the money to our secretary, worshipful brother Melchor Perdido, some 2 weeks before the upcoming ANCOM to be held in Davao City in April of the same year. This was where Most Worshipful Rizal Portadera was installed as the new Grand Master of Masons. While we were attending the ANCOM, our secretary, Worshipful Brother Melchor Perdido, approached me and said, "Brad, dala-dala ko na itong charter natin para i-surrender na sa Grand Lodge. Pero, nandito ang pera mo sa bulsa na 33,000. At kung okay lang sa'yo, babayad na natin ito sa mga payables natin sa Grand Lodge." I had to tell you because hindi pa ito na-turn over sa Lodge. Ipapaalam ko lang ito sa iyo. Of course, without any hesitation, I said yes. Binigay ko na sa iyo yan, ikaw nang bahala para sa Lodge yan. Ibayad mo na. Then, saka na tayo i-turn over yan sa Lodge during our stated meeting. And that's it. And the rest is history. To me, it was just a small amount. Not a really grand undertaking, but the spirit behind it is all that mattered to me. That our hard work and sacrifices paid off and served a very noble purpose, and that is the preservation of my mother lodge, Shangri-La Masonic Lodge number 196. That was 29 years ago, when the lodge was at the brink of collapse, and with God's grace, today, it is now on its 50th year and still counting. By the way, my past master's apron and jewel are the lasting reminder of my success story. Why? Because during those times, the outgoing worshipful master of the lodge pays or buys his past master's apron and jewel. Yun ang practice namin nung araw. But in my case, these emblems were rewarded to me as a token of the lodge for a job well done. If I may borrow the words of our then secretary, the late, very worshipful Melchor Perdido. Thank you for this opportunity of sharing this untold story which can now be told. Mabuhay! Shangri-La Masonic Lodge number 196.
Known as Brethren of Shangri-La Masonic Lodge number 196, congratulations on our 50th year Charter Anniversary Celebration. I am honored to be part of this awesome lodge for 17 years now. Honored to be your worshipful master during this 50th or golden anniversary celebration of ours. And honored because of the overwhelming support of the brethren of the district, and most especially from my beloved Shangri-La brethren. With our Lord's team, striving for nobler deeds, for higher thoughts, for pure actions, and for greater achievements, may the legacy of Shangri-La be forever remembered, not only in the hearts and minds of the brethren, but also to the community we live in. May brotherly love, harmony, and happiness dwell upon us, brethren, especially in our earthly paradise we proudly call Shangri-La. Brethren, long live Shangri-La!